So, hope you're all doing well today. As Jill was mentioning, today is a very messy market. We have just sideways movement, but there were a couple moments so you could took some trades here, especially in long position. Again, what you're seeing here, the chart is the window is split in two charts. The left side is the 15 minute here. You can recognize that here by the name here, 15 here, change interval. And the right side, if you see here, you have 5 here. That's the 5 minutes here. When I'm trading again myself, I look to the 5 minutes also, but the moment I enter my position, then I just switch to the 15 minutes here, because again, I don't want that my psychology get mixed up with the 5 minutes here, because I believe in the magic that I'm looking for lies probably more in the 15-minute chart. So when the market opens here, it was, or let me go here, when it opens here, it was around 6 p.m. Eastern time. Hello, Tony. So in the 15-minute chart here, I see nothing here. The only thing that I see, I had some sort of, let's say, support here. It can go through that here. And when we zoom into the 5 minutes here, I see I have the first leg, then I have a pullback, and then I have some sort of the second leg here. What I see here is, I see a rejection here. Again, where is it happening? It is happening here. It would have been possible to start the long position here. I missed out that one, but because I was sleeping, but I got that one here. I saw it went up, came down, bounced it, and what did I get here? What do we have here? What is our favorite pattern in the 5 minute at certain zones actually? What is this pattern? What is it called? What is it called? You know it by now.
Three candle.
I'm sorry, one more time please.
Three candle.
Exactly, the 3 candle patterns here. First we have the second candle, the shadow, even it's not that much. Let me zoom in. Even the shadow, bring the calculator here. Even the shadow is not that much long, but again, a win is a win. The shadow is lower than the first one here, the first candle. So we have the liquidity sweep itself. The third candle needs now to be, since we're looking for a long position here for the U-turn here, it needs, and that's actually a bullish pattern here. So it needs to close above the wick of the second candle. Yes, I have it here. And now, the special question here is, why is this one an A++ setup? Give me both two reasons here. Why is this one an A++ setup here? You know that. Double bottom, yes. I think what you mean is with the liquidity sweep here. Yes, exactly, Oliver. We have also engulfing. We have a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself. So that shows me there is probably nothing here anymore. So, and the next thing is, notice this one closing above the second candle here, above the wick. It also engulfed the previous candle here. It swallows that previous candle. So that's a strong one. And I see here, there is almost no room. You can come in here with the market order. So it would have been probably here. Why is, let's go with let's go with paper, because today is very messy. I don't want that my real account I get, I don't know, because I saw here was really messy here. So let's go with the closing price here. The last couple seconds, and you enter here with the closing price. The stop loss could be, for example, here below the second candle. And now, as you know, I would like just to watch the 15-minute here. I don't see any possibility, because I see here it's actually a mess. The only reason why I'm taking this, because I see a clear signal here, because I have an A++ setup here. That's the reason. But when we look to the left side, we don't have that much room. It's actually a mess here. But again, I saw the double bottom here. Again, the double bottom here, the W, and it was here was a 3-candle pattern here. It was actually a plus 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 here. First plus, double bottom. Second plus, liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself. So it's a stronger 3-candle pattern. And third one, it engulfs the second candle. So that's the third plus here. So I know that's a really good one. But I don't think we will have a breakthrough here. So to get all the way here, it will probably get stopped out here. Okay, and what I was watching here, and I was like this, okay, where could it be? Could it maybe be this one here, or could it be somewhere below? And then I saw this one here. After it closes here, I got a pullback, then it closes below that one, and then 3 times, 1, 2, 3. It tried, I don't know, to close open above that, the closing price here, but it was not able to. That was the sign for me to say, okay, my stop loss will be, I'm sorry, my take profit would be right here. So, and if we see, yes, it was correct. You see that here? It got all the way there. That trade was, I don't know, 1 to 7 or something like that, or 1 to 6 point something here. So that was my first trade. Any question here? No one? Okay, my second trade that I saw here, when I saw this one, I was hoping maybe it will go all the way here, but I saw, okay, it came down here, it's bounced here. What do we see here in the, I didn't see anything here in the 5-minute here. I was focusing on the 15-minute chart here. What do we see here, guys? What do we see here?
3-bar play also.
Exactly, it's always the same thing actually. It's the 3-candle pattern here. I see the liquidity sweep here. I say it's closing above the wick here. But there's 2 things I didn't like here, but I still took the trade. The first one was I had in doji here. I like to see more a body. And the second thing was the wicks here are too long here. But since it bounced from here, I said, okay, that's a good sign for me. It will be something like that first leg, then that's the consolidation, and probably now it like to break through and at least to come here. When I entered the position, I said, okay, I do it with a pullback. I took my, here, my stop loss was somewhere here, I think. And my take profit, I was hoping to get somewhere here. I said here, nearby here. I was trying to get a 1 to 7, 1 to 8 trade here. But it did, as you see, didn't work out here. Everything was okay, because, as I said it before, there is no holy grail here. There is no strategy that would work for you to 100% here. But my setup was here right. That was the reason why I took that trade here. Here, because I saw it. First leg, then I have a pullback here, and it gives me the sign of returns in the 15 minutes itself. The only reason why I was struggling with myself a bit here, the reason was the wicks are here too long actually. I think someone asked me that last week, what would you do? And I said, yeah, sometimes I have to think about it. And the next thing was I had in doji, but after I saw that, I said, no, that's actually a pretty good sign here because it bounced from here. It shows me it has potential to go all the way up, all the way we had here to come down. Now it can go up here. We can come even nearby, but I know at least I can go here. And that was 1 to 7, 1 to 8 trade. I was even hoping maybe I can go here, but that one stopped me out. Then what's happened here? I don't see anything here. It came all the way down here. Okay, and I burnt myself here. What was the problem here? What was the problem here? I saw that one here. I should have actually come with the closing price here, but I put a limit order here and it did not get me in. But I did a rookie mistake here that I shouldn't have done. I did a rookie mistake by yesterday and I did it today. It has been for a long time that I did something like this. Usually if I come in with a limit order, or I put a limit order and it the next upcoming candle or candles, maybe the other one too in the 5 minute, will not take me in, so it will not hit my entry. I usually let it go, but I did something. I tried to handle, and that's what you see here. That's a 5-minute candle. It's a dancing candle. It was dancing. Go up, go a little, and I tried, brought a limit order here, 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 and finally it got me somewhere here. And that's what I always say to the people: do not try to catch the candle. Come with a market order or put a limit order. If your limit order gets hit, it gets hit. If not, let it go. Wait for the next opportunity. That was something here. I tried to get in and it came down and hit my stop loss here. I was correct. Actually, it went then up, but again, it hit my stop loss here. That was the mistake that I did here. It was okay to say, okay, I'd like to go in that position with the limit order. That's not a problem here. The problem was here that I was trying to hunt the dancing candle here, the price actually. Don't do that. You have two choices always. Come in with the market order as I did here because it was nearby here and it was a good decision, and I should have done it the same here because it's not that much big, but I put a limit order here and that's okay. But when you put a limit order somewhere and you don't get in, do not try to catch the candle again. So that was the mistake I did. And another entry point that could have been here is something like this, to say, okay, first leg, pull back, now we go for the second leg here. That's actually not, if you have something like an U-turn here, you see it comes down, smaller candle, then you have a giant candle here. It engulfs everyone here. So you can say, yeah, I can come in with the closing price, or you can say also, I see a lot of wicks here. It closes nearby here, so I will put my limit order here. If you put your limit order here, let's say, your stop loss go below that candle here, and your target, let's go to the 15 minutes here again, because I do not like to stay that much. And the wick that I was showing here, you can get that from here too, actually from the 50 minute. It would be even better to get it from here, and I'm trying at least to catch that one here, at least to catch that one here. That would be the bare minimum actually, because I don't think it will go through, because it appears to me we have a bigger range here. It is possible to have 1 to 6, 1 to 7 trade, but more no. It will come down, and with break even or a small loss will take you off. Any question here? No one? Okay. Next thing I was watching here was exactly, is it here actually? Yes, it was here. No, I'm sorry, it was not here. It was, I'm sorry, it was here. I saw, okay, it's coming down here. You see that here? It's coming down here. I see it's coming down here. So for me, it was interesting to see if here is going to be the interesting price zone could be here or even here. Yes, I have the wicks here, but if I look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle couldn't break through the sixth one. It took almost 2 hours to break through that closing price here. So it appears to me that one could be stronger than those. But I was watching closely here. What I was seeing here, it's coming down. It's like a bullish flag actually. You have the first leg, then you have a pullback here, and then we go for the second leg here. The thing that I was thinking about, I said, okay to myself, we had here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Twice that much to reach half of it. I knew something would happen here, but I did not know where could that be. And when I was watching here, I said, okay, now I have a wick here. I'd like to see something closes here below that one here to give me any signal, so that I could say, okay, maybe the price zone is more interesting here than that one here actually. What happens next? It did not. And then what did I get here? I have a wick here. The wick is here now lower than that one here. So, but after seeing that one, I said, oh, now it's getting interesting here. I have a wick here. It closes nearby here with a wick. That shows me exhaustion. With that one, I entered the position. My stop loss went below the candle here actually. And I was hoping now we can break through and come all the way here. My target used to be here actually. And I was trying to catch a 1 to 11 trade here. Plus 11R. But after seeing that one here, I immediately exit the position here. That's something that Avi is always talking about. You have to own your own trust here. Actually, when I was here, that means then it was here, and it was somewhere here, I exit the position immediately. What we do see here, guys? Can someone tell me here? Can someone tell me? What do we see here?
This is the big engulfing bar for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
10 candles.
10 candles, yeah.
So that means for 2.5 hours. Okay? This does not mean it will go all the way up. It's actually quite the opposite. Do you remember we had that with AMD, we had that with Tesla, we had that with SpaceX, which just entered the market last week ago, but the pattern is repeating because they're the same people actually who are trading Tesla and AMD. They're also trading SpaceX. So you will see always the same pattern. That's the reason why I always say it's repeatable pattern. You see that every day. That was the reason. But I was hoping maybe slower movement here, and maybe then I could think about it. Is it worth it to hold on it or not, or at least to bring to a small loss or break even, whatever you like to call it here. But after seeing that, I said no. It went all the way up. Now it likes to come down here again. And you see, it did actually. It did actually. And then there was nothing here anymore, but there was something in the 5 minutes here that I wanted to show you guys. I mean, it could have been possible. A friend of mine called me and said, hey, would it be possible for me to trade here? After he was seeing that, he said, hey, it went all the way down here. I see the rejection here, exactly here. Is it possible to trade here? He said, yes, it's possible to trade here, but I would only trade it nearby here, actually. This closing price, actually. That's maybe in best case scenario 1 to 3, but it's not a healthy trade, actually. But I think he did actually from here trade it all the way here. It was 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 for him. But I would not encourage someone to do that because it's not the healthy one. You can obviously see the range here. So there was something else that I wanted to show you in the 5 minute. Where was it? I said to myself, I have to show that to the guys here. Usually like to see something like that. Was it here in the 15 minute? Let me go quickly. No, it was definitely here. Where was it? I should next time take notes. Okay. Where are you? I should take notes by the next time. It was somewhere here in the 5 minutes here, and I was talking to myself. I need to show that to the guys here. Something with a weak voice here. Let me see if I can find it. But you can see the same thing that goes for the 15 minutes here. You can use it sometimes for the 5 minutes too. Let's say you missed that opportunity here, okay? And you see it goes up and it comes here because we had a breakthrough here. It comes here and it bounces from here. Then you see the U-turn here. Yes, Sabir?
Hey Paris, how are you?
I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too.
Thank you very much. In the 15-minute site,
Yeah.
Are you consider the no no the on the right side? Yeah, here. Uh, 4 candle before, yeah, in this area, exactly in this area. Are you consider this pattern as a 3 candle as well?
That one? No. Why should that be a three candle?
No, the red one. No, the red one.
That one you're talking?
No, the previous. Yeah, here. Exactly. No, here.
Here?
Down. Yes.
No, that's not a three candle pattern.
No,
What was the three
after.
candle pattern? You were talking about this one. Let me see. You were talking about those three candle here. And the red one here, that. Is it correct? Those three candles. Is it correct?
No, maybe 1 candle after that beginning.
That one here? Give
Let me show you.
give me the time of the candle. The third one.
Nine.
Which time is it?
One time, 1 candle before this one.
Okay.
1 candle before this one. Before.
That
Yes,
one.
this one. Yes, exactly.
Should that be the third candle here?
This one, the first one, and the white one will be the next one, and we. Is it possible to ignore the third one?
No, it's not actually. The reason
Okay.
for that is exactly, for example, the two first candle here. Uh, you need a liquidity sweep here. Yes, you have that here. But if you look at that one here, what you need here is it closes above the wick here. And if you have something that much big here, I would encourage you not to trade that here. It's very dangerous. You get me
Okay.
here?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
not
I got
because
that.
I
Yes.
could understand if you say, hey, Parsha, because sometimes the people, is that not the three candle here? Because we have a liquidity sweep, then we have a liquidity sweep, and the wick is above that one. There are a couple problems here. The first problem is here that that one needs to be a white candle, a bullish candle, because we're looking for the U-turn to go all the way up. And something that is going up, it's a bullish pattern, not a bearish pattern. So that one needs to be a white, green, or at least a bullish candle here. Next one, not the wick, the closing price should be above that one. Again, for example, where we had it, for example, that's the 5 minute here, something like this. You see, the wick here is below that one, and this one is closing above that one, but with a different color actually. The color of that one is, it does not matter, but that one needs to be the color of the movement that you're looking for. So you're looking for a
Okay.
long position,
Yes.
that one needs to be the same also here. Look here, the wick here is below that one here, then the wick is below that one here, so it's an A plus, and it becomes even an A plus one. Not only that one is closing above the wick, it is also engulfing the previous candle here. It swallowed them. So that a good sign for you to take your long position here. But
Okay.
here,
Thank you.
even
I
if I
got that.
go to
Thank you.
the 5 minute here, okay, in the 5 minute, I could have understand if you say, hey, Parsha, is that not the three candle pattern here? I would have said, yes, that's actually the three candle pattern here itself. You have here liquidity sweep here from the second candle here, if you see here. Then you have the third candle, it's a bullish candle and it closed above that one. But look here how messy that is, how big that is. I would not touch that, not for $1 million actually. Do not touch that, because in the time it's actually the market open. It is okay sometimes when the market open to use that. For example, here, look yesterday. It went all the way down and I saw something like this. And I said, okay, now I have the three candle pattern here. That was after the first 15 minutes when the New York market opened. That means it started at 9:30 and it was closed by 9:45. That could have been maybe, yes, you can go here. Why? I have a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself. Then I have a liquidity sweep. Then I have a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself, so twice. Then it closes above that one, and it's also engulfing the last three candles, not only the previous one, the last three one. So what could have been here to put a limit order here, for example, since the wick here was a bit too long, I would have encouraged to see, yes, I see sort of level here with the closing opening or closing price here and the closing price here. I would have put it just here. to say, okay, I put it here. I put my stop loss below that one here. That was the trade that I was trying to catch it. Oh, I did not actually put it there. A truth to be told, I put it actually below that one here because I was sure it will not go all the way down max here. I was thinking. I was trying to catch that one, but it was clear it will get stopped out here because you see pullback, 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 and it can go through that one. Risk-free would have been maybe to go here. And I was 3K in plus. What I did actually, I brought my stop loss to a small loss after I saw that candle here, and it got me out with $20 or $30 here because I was trying to catch the move all the way up here, which is not a bad idea, but I forgot to see exactly what happened here. Look, 1, 2, 3. It almost for 1 hour tries, but it was not successful. So it shows me the first time it is not possible. Probably it will go here, come here, and after when we had our session with Avi and I saw the 3 candle pattern here, what I did here was my stop loss was here, and then I said, okay, this time I'm sure it will go through that. I was sure it will go at least somewhere here, I think. So I was trying to get, I don't know, I saw the wick here and I was sure it would go at least somewhere here. And it was 1 to 10 and it came here. I brought my stop loss to a small loss and I got me out here with a small loss here. That one was okay, but that one I should have left actually with almost 10-hour trade with 3K, but that's okay for me. Now I'm talking to you guys. I think the thing that I saw yesterday was here actually. Let me go to the 5 minutes here. Wow, there was something I saw. I need to show that to the guys here. Let me find it. Let me find it. Is it here? No. No. I don't know. I cannot find it right now. But I will search for it and probably show you that by tomorrow, hopefully. It was not that much a big deal. It was something like this that I had a wick here and it took all the way to come to the wick and go all the way up actually. It was something like that, and that I wanted to show you guys. That is possible even to I found it actually. Here. Look here actually. I found it. I'm so happy. So you see the 15-minute here, then it took 1, 2, 3, 4 candle here to close below the wick here. That means for you, if that would have been also possible to say, okay, I saw something that nearby here rejected, but still is too far away from that, so I can make a decision here. But if I look here, I can say, sorry, so I had a 15-minute candle here, so the shadow counts as well, not only the body here. And sometimes it's only the shadow itself actually, if we have a huge one here. And if you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, and we're not talking about 1 minute, not 5 minutes, those are 15 minutes candle. It took 1 hour actually. Okay, after 45 minutes, I said, okay, the wick is here, that one got nearby, but still the closing is here. I cannot make any decision here. But if you look here, okay, now I see that one closes below both wicks here, or nearby it's okay too. A little bit above it, or a bit below that, or exactly there, both are okay. But that one is not a little bit here, a little bit would be here. If the red candle would close here, and the wick would be, I don't know, somewhere here maybe. But if the closing price was here, that would have been, okay, that's a bit, but that's actually huge actually, from here to here. So you can wait for another one here, that one here, and to say, okay, after 1 hour it came all the way down here. I had a giant wick here, okay, That is almost as big as the body, that one here. So it came all the way down here. It's a rejection here, and that one closes below both wicks, and it shows me a rejection here. It would be possible to say also here, just with the 15 minute itself, I will start my long position here, put my stop loss below the wick, or you can see even below that one here. It's up to you. And this time again, you say I at least try to catch the closing price of the highest candle of the day, or of the session actually, when it started here. So, and when you see here, that's a 1 to 11 or 1 to 12 trade here. But again, try not to get emotional. I did a stupid mistake myself here, and I was mad about myself. I shouldn't do something like this. Because there was a video that Avi posted once, I think on Instagram it was, a small, and he showed two scenarios. Sometimes you put a limit order, okay? It will get near your limit order, but will not get you in, okay? Something like what I had here actually, and then would go all the way to your target. That was the first scenario. Or the next one, it will get you in, will hit your stop loss, and will go all the way to your target. If you are not able to handle those two things, probably or maybe trading is nothing for you. You have to learn that. So that was the rookie mistake that I did, that I should not do after 4 years of trading actually. So it is even happening to me. I don't know, it's happening to RV or others as well who are trading for over 10 years. But try not to become, you have to try to trade like in robots actually. You have only your entry when your setup is there. That's it. And if your stop loss gets hit like my one got here, that's okay for me. My setup was there. That's okay for me. And especially since my first trade, I did actually a great amount of money. I don't know what was it. Again, $2,600, and then I lost 300. That's okay for me. That's actually a fraction of it. And that's the point. It doesn't matter which trading strategy that you have to trade asymmetric here. And when it comes to the futures market, especially NASDAQ, and I encourage you at least 1 to 4. Risk to reward is 1 to 4. That means if you're risking $100, your target should be at least $400. Otherwise, stay away from it. And the target that you're try not to look subjective, to say, no, I'd like to have it all the way up. No, you have to look to say, okay, the moment, for example, you get in here, you can say, I saw there is a mess here. Probably the best case scenario, it will reach here. It is not possible to say from here it will go all the way here. You have to look from an objective point here. And if you see it is at least 1 to 4 and your setup is there, I would encourage you, go for it actually. But only if your setup is there. If not, don't do that. Even if you later say, oh, I should have taken that trade, it will all the way to your target. Yes, now you're seeing that. But what will happen to the other trades, the one that would have hit your stop loss here? But if you trade with your, if you stick to your strategy, only trade when your setup is there. For example, with the 15 minutes, and only use the 5 minutes for your entry point. Believe me, most of the time you will be successful, even if you have a stop. Again, try to imagine like the one that I had here. You make $2,600, and the next one you will lose $300, $400 of it. You're still more than 2K in profit, and that's okay. Any question here, guys? Okay, again, today it's actually a mess. For the moment, I don't see anything. As you see here, it went all the way up here. Maybe, look here. We have still 3 minutes. We can say maybe that's a 3-candle pattern here. Again, not maybe. When it becomes a 3-candle pattern, and we are in this range, actually, that could be possible after 3 minutes when it's done with the closing price or with a pullback, depending where it would be closing. And if we have the 3-candle pattern here, to take a short position here and trying to hit the somewhere here, for example, above it or below that one here. That could be, for example, if it closes here, 604 to here, okay, that's almost $300 actually. $250 or $260. That means if you buy 10 contracts that I do always, my stop loss would be somewhere around $300, $400. My target would be at least $2,500 here. So that's it for here. Any question here? Any question here?
I took a trade.
One more time, please. Have a good one, Saber. What did you say, Tarek?
I took a trade here.
Okay, but did you open it?
What open it? Sorry.
Next time, I encourage you wait for the candle to close. That's the thing that I like to show you here. That was the mistake that I did here. If you remember by yesterday, that was the mistake that I did here. But it's okay. Maybe you can think what will, no, I'm sorry here. What will happen here. But for example, for me, would have been to see, let's wait together here. Let's trade that one together here. We are actually in a range here, but I see here rejection. It closes above, but got rejected again. And I see the 3 candle pattern here. I see a lot of wicks here too, actually. Maybe it could go only if I zoom in here. Maybe it will go just until here. The first thing you do when you reach that area here with the wick, bring it to, okay, that one is getting too big here. If it's too big, if it closes like that one, maybe to stay away from it, I don't know. Let's wait here together.
I took long earlier at 9:30.
9:30? Which candle actually? 15 minutes or 5 minutes?
The 15 minutes and the 5 minutes. The 15 minutes, it put 1, 2, 3, 4. The ones with the downwards wicks. Okay. On the 15.
The 15, okay, here.
1, 2, 3, 4. So
yeah.
the fourth one.
Okay, you took it here. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, the thing was, you see, I see a lot of rejection here, and the body is here is almost as big as the whole 3 bodies together here. I have almost an engulfing here, and you take a long position here. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, perfect.
Okay. Okay, it's possible maybe, but you try when you get somewhere here, maybe to save some of it, or at least to bring it to break even. No, I see a big 3 candle pattern here. The only thing that I could put, maybe there would be a huge pullback here. I put here, if it's getting me, okay, I put my stop loss above that one here. What I'm trying to catch here is to get somewhere here nearby. Okay, now we can see if it will get us in or not. Well, the dancing can, that's what I call dancing can. It's dancing. Okay, it's not that much fast, but as you see, it danced. For example, that one, it went all the way down. It was a bearish one, but at the end, it turned to a actually bullish candle. It was actually a white one, a green one actually. So let's see what would happen here, if it will get us in a PP, because I do not like 3 candles like that. I'm more the type of guy, and you should be too. Something like this, or even that in the 15 minutes, something like this, because I like those better actually. So let's see here. I think so. Okay, maybe it will bounce onto here, but again, I put it here to for a safe one. Okay, well, this one is dancing here. Let's go to the stock market itself. Left side AMD, in the middle Tesla, here SpaceX. Only 15 minutes, that's it. Only 15 minutes here. No pre-market, no aftermarket, that's it. Only New York session itself. Turn off. Also, if you like to trade that way, turn off aftermarket, pre-market, only the New York session itself. If you remember, yesterday we had this. And I was thinking, yes, there is, and I said, oh, it's coming slowly down here. And I was thinking there are 2 ways. Maybe it will come all the way down here, or probably if I have a wick here nearby here. After I saw this one, or after this one was passed, actually, it bounced right. It would be okay to say I make my decision here. Okay, again, it would be okay if we say I make my decision here. Why? I have wick, another wick, and that one comes closest nearby here, and I have a wick here, got also rejected. That's okay here, but the thing was, as you remember, that this candle was a dancing candle. It started to dance here, and what I always say, come in with the closing candle, or make at least your decision after a closing candle. It doesn't mean that you have to enter the market with a market order. It could be also with a limit order here. It's totally okay, actually. But if you did not come here in, do not try to catch it somewhere here. Then it was here, and I entered with, if you remember, with the market price, I put the stop loss here and got hit. But again, if you waited, for example, here, you see, okay, it got rejected. Now I say, okay, that could be rejection, but maybe it'd like to come down here all the way. When I see something like that, that was clear for me. Okay, I will enter it here with the closing, or here the opening price here. So I did it here. I hope it will not get me in. Do that quickly and then erase it. I put it here. Stop loss was below that one. I was seeing that. I put a limit order here. The wick here got me in, and I got out here somewhere. Actually, that was 1 to 6 trade almost. That's it. That was for me. And after I saw that one, I put a limit order here, but it did not reach that point here, actually. The reason for that was I said, okay, first leg, pull back, second leg, and I see it's probably done. There will be no third leg here. That was the reason for me, but since it is very volatile and I only buy 200, so I can have a bigger buffer when it comes to my stop loss, at least $1.50 most of the time, even $1.70. So it didn't get me in here. Here I did not anything, because I was hoping maybe to reach even a bit more here, actually, and it did not. I put a limit order here after I saw this, and I was hoping it will reach it here somewhere, but it did not, actually. And then here, yes, here I saw I had here something. It got rejected after I saw the red candle here, that one here. What I did is I put a sell order here. Stop loss was a bit above the breakout, and I was trying to catch here that point, and I did not. At the end, I left the market only with, I think, $1,400 here, and that trade was again 1 to 4. That was the only 4 trades. There was something that I mentioned earlier 2 hours ago when Avi was online. I said I'm thinking maybe about for next year to leave the stock market here, because for one reason. Currently, I'm working with 2 funded accounts. One is from a German company. It's located in Holland, in Netherlands, and the other one is FTMO, actually. So with FTMO, I'm just doing, for example, myself, when it comes to Nasdaq 100, only one market, the futures market, and only one product. That's something that I would encourage you. With the other one, I'm doing actually the stock market. It only offers the stock market, and I'm trading right now those 3 here. But the problem that I have here is the reason why I'm greedy right now, because besides that I get 80% of the win myself. It's I managing currently a $1 million account, and they give me a salary monthly 10K actually. Even after paying taxes here in Germany, you still get 5-6K. So I don't even need to touch the other money here. But I see that is stressing me out here, because I have to watch that one here. I have to watch that. Did we get in? No, we didn't get in. And now I'm not sure, maybe it will be a double top here. Let's cancel that one here, but something like that could have been maybe a 1 to 7 trade, something like this. But that's the reason why I would encourage you only to go with one market, with one product here. That's up to you. I would encourage a lot of people go with the futures market here. When you go with the futures market here, it's up to you if you like to go with Nasdaq 100, if you like to go with oil, if you like to go with S&P 500 or whatever you like. But if someone asks me what would you say, I personally have been a big fan of Nasdaq 100 here, because sometimes I see smaller movement in the S&P 500. You cannot trade that much good here, but if you go to the Nasdaq 100, and it's much easier. But that's my personal subjective point of view when I look at the futures market. But I would encourage you, whatever you trade, do it only with one product here. Okay, what we see here, guys, can someone only one product I would encourage you to trade. What we do see here, okay, I don't even need that. What we do see here, we still have time. What do we see here? You know what we see here. First leg, pullback, and now it's going probably up. Why do I think it will go all the way up probably? Is there anything here? It might be. We have to wait here. What do I need to see here? So I would be convinced that you would say yes. Parsa would be convinced that that was only a pullback here, and from here it needs to go all the way up. Which pattern here? It's trying to rebuild here. No one? Tarek, what is your favorite pattern by now? Exactly, Azrai. 3 candle here possible. What I see here? Yeah. Okay, you muted your mic again. Yes, we need to see how it will close here, because I thought here I have the liquidity sweep here. Then I saw here it went here up, and I thought, okay. Now when the candle was here, as you see the wick here, and I said, okay, what could that be? That could have been the first leg. That could have been the pullback, and now here we want to break through that area and finally to leave that zone and at least to come here. For example, if it closed somewhere here and I go long, from here to here, for example, is a bit less than $200. Is somewhere, I think, $180 actually. With 10 contracts, that would have been $1,800, and your stop loss 300. So 1 to 6 trade. But that's the reason I always say you have to wait until the candle closes. If you see here, no, it did not turn to a 3 candle pattern, but now I see smaller candle here. What could have been maybe to come nearby here or nearby here. You can see smaller candle here. Maybe it will give me a double top, and from here I can short it all the way down, maybe. But as you see here, today is very messy here. But again, guys, it's totally up to you which time suits you always. But look here again. That's what I love actually. Let's say someone says, you know what, Persa, this is not the 3 candle pattern here, but maybe I would have stayed out of here. That would have been okay. But again, you have the 3 candle pattern here. You put your limit order here. It will not take you in. That's okay. Do not try to run behind the candle, because try to imagine you put it here, okay? There is no pullback to take you in. You see that? Okay, now you enter here, put your stop loss here, and your stop loss will get hit. Okay, you can re-enter here again, but the point is here something else. The point is here, once you decide to enter the market with market order or limit order, stay by that decision with that price. There is no change anymore, please. That means if you put here a limit order, let's say you put a limit order here, you see, okay, I see some said, okay, I would have taken that risk here. Why? Because even in the 5 minute here, I see, okay, there was a lot of rejection here, and same goes for here. I saw in the 15 minute as well, but in the 5 minute I see that even better here. After that candle here, after that one here, I was willing to put the risk. If so, good for you. But if not, when you say, okay, I waited to see the 3 candle pattern, better even for you. And I see, okay, there is room to here. I put it a bit above the small wick of that candle near the closing and opening of price. That it's a good idea, actually. Go for it. And I put my stop loss below the 3rd candle and trying to get, I don't know, again, I was looking here and I thought, okay, I'm not sure it will reach here. What could have been here? And I thought, okay, that one here. Then I saw here, hey, wait a second. After closing that one, yes, it went up, down, but it tried 1, 2, 3 times and it could not close or open any candle above that closing price here. That was the reason for me to say, okay, I was trying to go, for example, that one here. And that would have been a 1 to 7, 1 to 8 trade. But when we look here, the next candle will not get you in. But the worst thing that you can do, and I did a similar mistake, but here, do not run behind the candle. If it will not get you in, that's it. Accept it. It's okay to say, since we're in the 5 minute, not in the 15 minutes, if the first candle will not get me in, maybe the second one. Maybe there would be a wick here, get me in, and it will go all the way up. But even after this, the second one will get me in, okay, then I delete it or cancel my limit order here for a long position. But again, lucky for someone who was waiting here to say, okay, what do I have here? It is, first of all, a double bottom here. Okay, it is a double bottom here. That's a good thing. What I see here, the 3 candle pattern here in even A++, the first plus, liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself. Not only closing above the shadow or the wick of the previous one, it also engulfing the previous candle. So perfect, actually. And since there is no room to the wick here, I will enter it with the market price. Okay, let's say you enter it with the market price. Sometimes when you arc it with market, it's a bit above it or below that, that's okay. And you say, okay, do I see something here? Yes, from the 15 minute here, I put my stop loss below those 2, or even more if you like. You can put it here. It's up to you, but those 2 would be enough here. Okay, that's what I do. Or if you see the wick here, you can say I go below the wick here. Actually, it's totally up to you. But there is nothing here. Believe me, if you have something like this, and it will return and will go down, it doesn't matter if your stop loss is here or here, it will get hit. Why? Because I have a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself. There shouldn't be anything there. And if it turns around, maybe another iceberg is fighting with another iceberg here, whatever. We had that, actually. If you remember, I will go back to that and show you. That was last Friday when the New York market was closed, but the futures market was open. But again, the target will be the same again. I'm trying to get here, and that was my trade here. But truth to be told, I put my stop loss, actually, my stop loss was, I think, here. Yeah, that was 1 to 8 trade, actually, plus 8 hour trade. And sometimes it happens again. Now I want to show you, even if you have a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself, it's an A++ setup here, and believe me, you would get it a couple times every day in Nasdaq 100, in anything, actually. But let's go here. I will go in the 5 minute. Is the Friday, that's Monday. No, that's Thursday. Huh? Oh, that's Friday. My apologies. It was even in the 15 minutes, even a stronger signals here. Yes. You'll remember we talked about it. We had that candle here, 1, 2, 3 candle. The third candle is almost as big as that one. It would be okay to say I will enter it here. Since it's nearby here, put my stop loss here. It would not get hit. But if you would like to have a better entry, wait always for 2 more candles here. If the third one is, or then one of the upcoming candles is almost as big as the bigger candle here. When it went all the way down here, I had a level here, and I saw that one here, and I said, okay, take a long position here. Take a long position here. I have the 3-candle pattern here, and it was nearby here that I had a level here, so it's perfect. I did the 3-candle pattern in 15 minutes and A++. What did I do? Put a entry here, and I tried to catch here below that. Okay, went to my favor. I got in actually with that one, I think. And what do I see now? I see a 3-candle pattern in a 3-candle pattern. The first thing is enter the position with a small loss or bring your stop loss to break even here. And since I was watching here and I said, okay, what do I see here? I see a downtrend here. So I had a first 3-candle pattern here, so that was a returning point for me, an A++ one, a strong one. That was actually a good idea to take a long position here. But after that, I saw a 3-candle pattern after the 3-candle pattern, but in the opposite direction here. The first thing that I would do is exit the position with a loss, small loss, or even with a break even here. But here I said, okay, I have a downtrend here, and it shows me, hey, I'd like to continue. That was only a pullback here. So it is also possible to say, if I have a pattern in pattern, try to catch that and maybe to come all the way down here. There was some resistance here, as you see here. But I can understand if someone say, hey, Parser, it's stressed me off to a pattern in pattern. Me too, actually. That was actually a risk I took. But if you see you have a 3-candle pattern, especially that one good, and after that comes another pattern here, believe me, it will come even lower than that one here. Because I had actually a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep itself. It should have gone up all the way, but it did not. Anyone, any question here? No one? Okay, if no one has any question, then that was for today, because I don't see anything here. Let me look here. Is there anything? No, it's a mess here. You see, even the 3-candle pattern, look how big that is. I cannot work with that actually. It's too big here actually. The only thing that we could have said is here to say, I reached here a certain price level or a zone, okay, and I see 2 equal candles next to each other here. To say, okay, since I had a wick here, you can enter it here, or at least here. I see after that it could not for a while close below that. I put my limit order here. Put my limit order here. I think that was something that Tarek was catching, and my stop loss would be, I don't know, below that candle here. And I'm trying to catch actually the high of the day, actually the high here, trying to high the previous high here. So that would have been actually 1 to 8 trade. The problem that I have here, those are too big and I have too much wick here, because I don't know if there would be actually as a bigger pullback here. So that would have been for me the reason why to stay out here. But the time is okay. It's 10:20. That means that it was built by 10:25, almost 1 hour after the market was open here. I mean, it's okay. Oh, look here. We had a 3-candle pattern. Oh, I missed that one here. Oh, we had an A++ here actually. I hope someone got that one here. Here, we had an A++ here. Do you see the A++ here? Even it's a mess here. Why is that one an A++ in real time? The only thing that I don't like here, it's a mess here, as you see here. It's a mess. I like to see a cleaner move, for example, to come here, for example, down, and give it me here, and so from here I can go all the way up. Not here, it's a mess. But why is this one an A++? Last question for today. Why is this one an A++?
The candle have a wick to the downside.
Which candle?
The third candle, it grabbed, yes.
So that means the first plus is for, because we have a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep. The liquidity sweep is that with that one here. Then we have a liquidity sweep of the liquidity sweep here. Okay, Tarek. What is the next plus?
The last 4 candles, the last 3 candles are shadowed by the big one.
Exactly. That one is not only closing here, it's also engulfing that one in here. But as you see here, it's struggling here. So it would be possible to take that trade, put stop loss here. If it gets hit, it gets hit. Not right now. I mean, a couple minutes, before 3 minutes before that candle was actually opening here. Now, right now, it wouldn't be a good idea since we see it got some rejection here. I don't know what will happen at the end. We have to wait. But the only reason why maybe I would have said, maybe I would have stayed out here, because you see it's a mess here. Since it is a mess here, I would have seen more, maybe here. Then I have more room to the left side, because if we go all the way up here, then I have all the room here. But here, you see, I have almost a small room here. That's the difference. So, and as you see, it is probably going, if you entered the position here and your stop loss was here, and it was going to hit your stop loss here. Maybe it was a good idea to stay out of that one. Not every 3 candle is a good 3. Actually, that's an A++ here. But what bothers me here, the whole day, we have a choppy market here, as you see. And the next thing, I don't have much room here. You see, when I came here, I have bigger rooms here. Look here, the room is bigger, but look how small and how choppy this is. That would have been a reason to stay off here. Okay, anyone? Any question here? No one? Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you
Have
very
a nice
much.
day. See you by tomorrow. Thank you, Ivo. Bye bye, everyone.